everything has an impact on how you smell down there. If you want to be smelling like whiskey, you can drink a lot of whiskey. If you want to smell like vodka, be drinking a lot of vodka. And if you want to smell like ogogoro, you can be drinking a lot of. I am a living, breathing example of how coffee can affect how you smell. Yes, I know it's the gym, but it doesn't mean I should also kill the people that are there. It's garbage in, garbage out. How dairy affects my fart. Spice is a no-no.
My people, welcome back to my channel. I make videos to help you smell good, look good, and feel good. It's Miss Prissy, baby.
Please subscribe, I'm hungry.
Hey, we're getting ready to film. We're back on our screens. Hey Bambi, welcome back to the channel. If you're not already subscribed, go ahead and smash that subscribe button and become part of the family. In today's video, I will be talking about coochie. The V word. I don't even know if I'm allowed to say it on YouTube. Just in case, vagina, coochie. I'll be talking about foods that makes your coochie smell bad. For the purpose of YouTube and so that this video does not get demonetized, I'll be calling it V.
V.
Yeah.
You get it?
Okay.
If you don't get it, forget about it.
Right. So starting off, I think every woman has got a V. I think. Well, that's a very general statement in today's world where we see all manner of things. Every V and every coochie has got its own unique smell. I can't even believe I'm talking about this, but we're going to talk about it anyways because it's all about smelling good, looking good, feeling good.
Sensational.
Every V has its own unique smell. In fact, I have read somewhere that vaginas or V's, oh god, I need to stop saying the word. I have read somewhere that V's tend to smell like alkaline. I'm not even going to go into all of the science of it, and apparently V's smell different when they've come in contact with sperms. It smells very different to when a V is just being a virgin or being celibate and there's no contact, to when they're just normal, or depending on your diet, depending on what you're eating, depending on how you're living your life. Everything has an impact on how you smell down there. Having established that, it's very, very important that women take into consideration the health, the smells of our V's. Most of us must have heard this saying that in life a lot of things are garbage in, garbage out. Sometimes it's not necessarily the case, but when it comes to our bodies, whatever we feed our bodies, there are certain times that I, for example, when I have a lot of dairy products, a lot of milk, it tells on my skin because my body does not like dairy products. Whatever you put into your system has a massive impact on how your body smells. Even your mouth smells when you burp. Everything has an impact. So in today's video, I will be talking about a couple of foods, a couple of meals that we have that make us not smell very good down there.
Come and learn from the Princess of Africa.
I need to put a disclaimer out here at this point. I am not a medical doctor and I don't necessarily have any scientific information to prove what I'm saying to you. However, from the research that I have done, these are the food groups that are not doing your V good in the smell department. I'm not saying take these meals out of your, or these foods out of your diet in total, but if maybe you're about to meet somebody for the first time, you don't want your V to be smelling, you know, a certain way, you want to smell a better way, then these are the foods to avoid. Number one will be spicy food, and I do like my spicy food, but apparently spice is not very good, or does not, makes the coochie not smell really good. Let me not say makes the coochie smell bad, but it does not make the coochie smell good. Spice is a no-no. So we're talking peppers, atarodo for my Nigerian folks. We're talking all manners of spice are not really good for the coochie. Two will be smoked foods. And this one is a bit weird. I don't know why smoked foods will have anything to do with the way it smells. Maybe it takes longer, maybe there are certain elements in smoked food, I don't know, but apparently smoked food does not do the coochie good in terms of coochie smell. Number two, smoked food. Number three on the list was no surprise to me. In fact, I kind of expected this to be on the list, and it's onions. Onion doesn't even do good for the mouth breath. Every time I have suya, Nigerians, like, there's something called suya where we have like grilled beef and then we put loads of onions on it. Whenever I have onions, best believe I'm not going anywhere after that. I need to get home, I need to brush my teeth, I need to get the smell out of my mouth. Sometimes I would even purposely say exclude the onions. Like when I order a pizza and I'm out and about, I'll be like, just exclude the onions. Or if I'm ordering for like an omelette at breakfast. Recently I stayed over in a hotel for work. For breakfast they were like, oh, what would you have? I was like, I want an omelette, but please do not add any onions, because I was just about to start my day. I was not going to be going about with onion bread. I am not surprised that onions also has that same impact on coochie smell. Next on the list is garlic. Why does this one also not surprise me? Because I just feel like, you know, when you go to the gym and there are some people that have smells, and I'm just like, guys, I don't necessarily take a shower before I go to the gym, but I would put some mouthwash in my mouth and I would wear my deodorant. Because yes, I know it's the gym, but it doesn't mean I should also kill the people that are there. Some people come into the gym with all manner of smells. Hey! Garlic smells like, and I'm not saying garlic is bad in itself, but I don't think it's the most pleasant smell in the world. It also does have an impact on how you smell down there, because again, remember, it's garbage in, garbage out. Another thing that has an impact and can affect how you smell down there is broccoli and asparagus. I was surprised by this one because they're greens. In fact, I expected to see Brussels sprouts instead of asparagus and broccoli, because sprouts are like really popular veggies in a Christmas roast dinner here in England. From what I've heard, a lot of people say it makes people, you know, pass wind, fart. I was expecting to see Brussels sprouts, but I'm quite surprised that broccoli is on the list, asparagus is on the list. Now, I don't know if they necessarily make your coochie smell bad, but I know that they affect how you smell down there. That's according to the research I've done. They affect how you smell down there. Well, whether that be positive or negative, I do not know. I don't want to find out. I don't eat a lot of asparagus. I do like broccoli. These two things affect how you smell down there. Another thing that affects how you smell down there will be coffee. And this one I am not surprised about, because anytime I drink coffee, and I'm not a massive coffee drinker, it even affects the way my urine smells. Like I can smell the coffee in my urine, and I do love the smell of coffee. If you don't mind the smell of coffee, then of course coffee affects the way you smell down there for sure. This one is not even science. This one is proven. Like I am a living, breathing example of how coffee can affect. I am a living, breathing example of how coffee can affect how you smell down there. Next on the list is alcohol. Excessive amounts of consumption of alcohol will definitely affect how you smell down there. So if you want to be smelling like whiskey, you can drink a lot of whiskey. If you want to smell like vodka, be drinking a lot of vodka. And if you want to smell like ogogoro, you can be drinking a lot of ogogoro as well. Ogogoro is dry gin in Nigeria, but we call it ogogoro. I don't even know where we got that name from. Back to the point, alcohol affects and changes how you smell down there. Penultimate item on the list that affects how your smells is dairy products. And this does not surprise me at all. Especially being a lactose intolerant person, I even know how dairy affects my fat. How much more how I smell down there. Like this one, I believe that it would affect. I just find that dairy products make me excessive intake of dairy products, ice cream, milk, cheese. It makes me pass wind, and the wind is dangerous. You know, there are some winds. Why am I going into this level of detail? But there are some winds that you pass, and even you yourself, you're like, ah! Do I want to kill myself? Like, this is suicidal. Violence. Why? Excessive intake of dairy products will affect how you smell down there. And finally on the list is meat. So any form of meat, beef, sheep, lamb, goat, whatever, any form of meat. Excessive intake of meat will affect how you smell down there. This one, I think I can explain it a bit, and it's because it takes our body a longer time to digest meat. I think it takes about 72 hours to digest meat. If you're getting older, you know, when you start hitting that 30 mark, it starts getting a bit more difficult. It takes your body a bit longer to break down food. In that time before the food breaks down, it will affect how you smell down there. There you have it, guys. Those are some of the foods that affect how you smell down there. Not necessarily positively, but they do change the smell, and you know, whatever air is coming from down there. If you want me to do a video on foods that make you smell really good down there, go ahead and let me know in the comment section down below. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Go ahead and do all of that good stuff, guys. Like, share, and subscribe. Please like, please share, please subscribe. And until I see you again in my next video, because I look forward to seeing you again in my next video, stay beautiful, stay blessed. Hi and bye.
I think I present my best.
So, hey Bambi, welcome back to the channel. If you're not already, let me just start off. Where are we starting from? Let's be sure that this hair is just rolled properly. So in today's video, I will be talking about in today's